Hi there folks, and welcome to the Word Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 65. So we've got wee article here about the Green Man road crossings, and they're actually the Green Man's starting to flash too fast, which means that people aren't actually getting enough time to cross the road in a safe manner, and in particular elderly people who walk on average a lot slower than the assumed average pace that people walk at. Anyway, we've got a wee problem here based on that. So a crossing is 6 metres long and allows 5 seconds before the green man starts flashing, while a typical man aged over 65 managed to cross before the green man starts to flash. Well, let's see if he would or not. So we're basically working at a time, how long it would take, and of course the equation is distance divided by speed. The distance is 6 metres, and the average speed for a man over 65 walking is 0.9 metres per second. So we do 6 divided by 0.9, and that gives us 5.55555 dot dot dot. Now that's seconds. Now, of course, if we actually look at it, the crossing only allows 5 seconds, and he would take longer than 5 seconds to cross the road. So we can say that no, he would not be able to cross the road before the green man starts flashing, because 5.555, or whatever you wanted to round it to, is greater than 5. So you've got to give a reason there if you wanted to get full credit there. Okay, so on to our sports story. So sickening amount of money going about the English Premier League. So up until last Wednesday, I think it was, they spent a record 1.17 billion in players, all the clubs combined. So there's 20 clubs in the English League. What is the average spend per club? So of course this is the total of all the transfer fees, including Romelu Lukaku's for 75 million. So to get the average spend, we've got to write the total out in a form we can put into the calculator. So that's 1,170,000,000, and we divide it between the 20 English clubs. That gives us an average spend of 58,500,000. A ridiculous amount of money to spend on average per club. But then you look at a team like Manchester United, they spent more than the average just in a single player. Okay, so on to our next story. So we've got that the government is to decide if firms must reveal pay ratios, and that's designed to show exactly the inequalities between executives and the wider workforce. But of course, recently the gender pay gap has been in the news, and that was triggered by the BBC releasing details of all the salaries of all the workers. But anyway, here's two newsreaders. You may have seen them on the news at some point. So Hugh Edwards and Fiona Bruce, and according to this BBC list, they're actually paid in the ratio of Hugh to Fiona equals 11 to 7. So as we can see there, Hugh is earning quite a bit more. And in fact, Hugh earns £550,000 a year. So how much does Fiona earn? So we're expecting to get an answer that's less here. So there's this wee kind of table method that you'll see from various textbooks and whatever, so we'll just apply that here. So our two categories, or our two people, are Hugh and Fiona, and the ratio is 11 to 7. And Hugh earns 550,000, so we can put that in the Hugh column. So we need to work out what we need to multiply 11 by to get 550,000. In other words, we can divide 550,000 by 11. So basically, 11 times 50,000 is 550,000. So to find Fiona's salary, we need to multiply the 7 by 50,000 as well, and we see that Fiona earns £350,000 a year. Now that's still quite a lot of money, but for doing the same job, it should certainly be on parity. We would all agree with that, I think. Okay, so on to our last story. We've got our friends at the Chase, and there was a record amount won by 4 celebrities during the week there. So we have to work out how much each charity received. Well, we need to work out the prize fund first of all, and we get that by adding up the 4 amounts that were won, which comes to 152,000. We deliberately hid that from the picture at the bottom there. So each charity is going to get an equal share of that. So we're going to divide by 4 for each of the 4 contestants, and that comes to £38,000. So that's a serious amount of money to charity. So well done to the Chase for providing the money, and well done for the intelligent contestants for managing to win so much. But anyway folks, there you have it. That was our Word Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 65. Hope you found that useful. Stay tuned for next week's edition, when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.